what's going on, everybody? Today I'm going to show you guys a free Instagram training, so stick around. Towards the end of the video, guys, I'm going to show you guys some of the things that I use, some special goods, so make sure you guys stick around to the end. If you're watching this right now, somebody probably sent you to this video to check this training out. Maybe you know me, maybe you don't. For those of you guys that don't, my name is Josh King Madrid. A lot of people know me as Jet Set Fly. I have close to about 100,000 real and active followers on Instagram. Get anywhere between 10 to 20,000 Instagram story views. I've been able to transfer that following over to Snapchat, to YouTube, to Facebook. So I have a pretty decent sized following for using the platform for not that long. And I've also been able to monetize it. So I'm going to show you guys in this video too. It doesn't matter if you're an entrepreneur, maybe you're a model, maybe you're just a person who wants to become an influencer, how to actually build a following, how to actually monetize it and make money from it. Because most people, they don't know how to make money from their following, and if you're not using social media to make money, it doesn't really make sense and you're really wasting your time. So the first thing I want to go over, guys, is your niche. So you guys have to decide. If you're watching this right now, you're like, hey, what niche do you want to be in? Do you want to be an influencer? Do you want to be like a Jake Paul? Do you want to be like a beauty queen? Do you want to be a fashion queen? Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Somebody like Gary Vee or Ty Lopez? Do you want to be a comedian like Amanda Cerny? Like, what niche do you want to be in? Because what niche you decide depends on how your content is, who's going to engage with your page, what other influencers are going to be able to collaborate with. So this is very important. Me personally, I'm in the entrepreneur niche. And so if you look at my content, there's a lot of stuff that you see that has to do with me working, that has to do with me, grinding. And also at the same time, I'm also a lifestyle entrepreneur because, the reason I'm an entrepreneur is so I can live life on my own terms. I want to be able to make money. I want to be able to do what I want when I want. So you also find a lot of lifestyle on my page, because that's inspiring, that motivates people. I know it did for myself. So you'll see me traveling almost every week. You'll see me on jets. You'll see me in cars. But that's just because that's my normal life. But that's also what people want to see. And when it comes to building your Instagram, yes, it's your Instagram, but you gotta post what people want to see if you want to grow your following. It's not always about you, it's what people want to see. That's why you're wanting to step up, and that's why you want to build your Instagram, and that's how you're going to be able to monetize it at the end of the day. So when you find your niche, you have to create content around your niche that is good. So a lot of people, they want to, I see really especially too in the entrepreneur niche, a lot of people, they think they can have an entrepreneur niche and they wonder why they don't have a lot of followers, but their pictures are horrible. You can't do that. The quotes are not well edited, the photos are not well edited, the grammar is wrong, and things are just not relatable. If you guys want to have the best content, you guys want to be able to grow your Instagram, the first thing you guys got to do is go find who the leading influencers are inside of your niche, look at how they get their content, and then find other influencers from different niches, but look at their strategies. This is important. You're not necessarily just looking at the content, but look at their strategies, how they word things, why they post things. Look at how they structure the page, and use that structure and throw your own twist on it, and take pieces from here and pieces to here and put it together to create your niche. So that's what I kind of done. I looked at who was killing it, I looked at who was crushing it, YouTubers, entrepreneurs, influencers, and I kind of put it all together, threw my twist on it, and it's been able to help me grow my page. So that's very, very important. You guys want to make sure whatever schedule you guys are usually posting on, keep it consistent. So if you guys are posting every other day, keep posting every other day. Don't take a week off, don't take 2 weeks off, because Instagram is like real life. If you let somebody down, they lose trust in you. So if somebody's expecting content, on these specific days, and you start to slack off, they're going to lose trust in you. And what's going to happen is your engagement is going to go down. And what's very important is keeping your engagement up. So a few tools and a few strategies, guys, for keeping your engagement up is once you have your niche, once you're posting good quality, consistent content, and I recommend, going out of your way. If you really want to get to the next level, go out of your way, find somebody to take photos of you, find somebody to make videos of you with a high quality camera. You don't have to have a videographer or photographer every single day, but if you can go one day every 2 weeks and take a bunch of outfits with you to get enough content, and it's quality content for your Instagram, and that's what people want to see, and that's what you have to do. All these models you see on Instagram, they're not doing photo shoots every single day. It's from multiple shoots, and they're just posting and using that content throughout the month. So once you have a consistent schedule and you're posting quality content, the next thing that's very important is how your actual page looks. You're looking at your Instagram bio. How does it look? A lot of people like to keep it empty, or they like to just put like a little quote, or just their city that they live in, and that's cool. If you're looking for the ego, like I'm super hard, I don't need to put my bio stuff, but that's not going to get you the most followers, because the reality is the human attention span is very, very short. So if somebody goes to your Instagram, they're looking at it, and the first thing they're going to see is 1, your username, 2, your profile picture, 3, your bio, and 4, your content. So those are the 4 things that need to be on point. So when it comes to your Instagram username, I do not recommend periods, underscores, numbers. Keep it very simple. Keep your your thing very, very simple. Whatever your brand is, have that as your Instagram name, and try to avoid all the extra dots. And here's why: because if you're in the street and somebody asks, you meet somebody and they want to know what your Instagram is, but they don't have their phone on them, they're gonna forget if your name's uncomplicated. If you bump into somebody and you start talking and they're like, oh yeah, what's your Instagram? I'll follow you later. And you're like, oh well, it's Q710 underscore dot this is that. They're not gonna remember that. But if you're just like, hey, it's Jet Set Fly, for example, that's what mine is. That's super easy to remember. So you want it easy to remember. The next thing you're gonna look at is your profile picture. Is it catching attention? I have an outrageous profile picture, but it catches attention. So every time somebody sees it in the news feed, every time it pops up as a story, every time I interact with somebody, they see my picture instantly, and it makes them want to click on my page, guys. You want your profile picture being somewhat intriguing, so somebody wants to click on your page and be like, what is this person about? So if you're a model, it should be one of your best shots. If you're an entrepreneur, it should be something, maybe you in the action, or you whatever it is. It needs to be intriguing. A lifestyle picture. If you're an influencer, it should be a funny picture. If you're a comedian influencer. So your profile picture is the next thing, very important. Third thing is going to be your Instagram bio. So your Instagram bio, you want your this is like your social resume. You want your credentials inside your Instagram bio. I like to call it your social resume because when somebody goes there, they should instantly be able to know what you're about, who you're about, kind of where you're from. So, somebody sees my Instagram bio, immediately they know I'm an entrepreneur, immediately they know that I have a top, 50 business podcast in the world, immediately they know that I dropped out of college to pursue business, and they know, my Snapchat, so they can add me on Snapchat since I have it there, to get an even closer look inside my life, and then they can see that I'm from Irvine because I have my location. So immediately they know my spill. They don't have to guess about who is this guy, what does he do? Because if they have to do that, they're probably not going to follow because it's not worth their time. So for all of you guys who are just putting, your city, or you're just putting, a little quote, or you're putting, just trying to make your page look simple and clean, that's cool, but you're leaving potential followers, you're leaving potential opportunities to network with people out. So you want to make sure your bio has your credentials, so people really know what you're about and don't have to do research on you to learn more. The next thing is your content. They're going to see about 9 photos immediately. 9 photos, right, or 9 videos right when it comes to your page. These need to be able to catch their attention, and they got to be like, wow, I wouldn't mind seeing more of this in my feed every single day. I wouldn't mind. And if they say that, they're going to follow you. If they go and it looks complete, total garbage, they're not going to follow you. And the most recent photo is even more important because they might click on the scroll and click on that, photo and see what it's about. And this is when your captions come into play. You should be using creative, or inspiring or witty captions. Things that people might, chuckle at, or things that people might get inspired by. Like, people should want to engage with your content, So personally for me, I either use like a creative, witty, funny caption, or I'll tell a story, something that, relates with people, something that, catches attention with a call to action at the bottom. This is very important for creating, getting engagement, a call to action. Comment below your thoughts, comment what you think, comment if you agree. So by doing that, it sparks engagement, and my videos are more likely to hit the popular page. And you want your content to hit the popular page because that's how you get organic followers without spending all these different types of money, like for shout outs and stuff like that. It's a free way to get extra followers, and your goal should be obviously to spend money to get followers, and your goal should be also to be able to get money or get followers for free. You want to be able to do both, because if you can maximize both, you're going to see the most results. So once your page is set up like that, immediately you separate yourself from the bottom 97% into the top 3% of people who are credible to follow. That's the biggest thing with social media. You have to be credible. Nobody wants to follow just some random person because there's no point. People want to be like, all right, I'm following him because he's done this. I'm following her because she's done this. I'm following this person because she looks like this, or they're funny. Like, you have to be able, your content needs to make somebody's day more enjoyable. That's why they follow you. They're not following you just to, look at your dog because, it's a dog. They want to know, and your content should value somebody else's life better. So whatever it is, if you're a model, then they should, like and feel attracted to your content. It should be like, wow, I wish I had somebody like that in my life. If you're an entrepreneur, it should inspire somebody. Wow, I wish I can do something like that with my life. If you're funny, and wow, this person made me laugh. You're making somebody's day better. So that's your goal with your content. The next thing I want to talk about is the don'ts, things you don't want to do with your Instagram. So the first thing you want to do is, and it's almost the opposite of this, but the first thing I said you don't want to do is your username. You don't want to have underscores. You don't want to have periods. You don't want to have something confusing, something super long. It needs to be very simple. And I know it's a bit harder just because Instagram's been for a while. A lot of the good usernames are taken, but try your hardest to get a good username. And there's even some companies and some people you can work with that can actually get you original usernames if you have the money to buy it. The next thing I want to talk about, I have it right here, is so bios, again, so bios that you don't want to have. Bios that you don't want to have is something that is, you know, too long and too like egocentric, I guess you could say, or like cocky. So you want to have your credentials, but you don't want to have like a cocky statement, like I'm better than everybody at this, or you know, nobody can do this, or you know, something I'm like, or any outrageous claims. You know, I made, you know, millions, while other people are, you know, broke. Like if you're doing something cocky, immediately people are not going to want to follow you. Guys, you know this, if you're cocky, girls don't want to talk to you. It's the same thing. So you know, girls, if you have a cocky, super cocky caption as well, you know, I'm the shit because, you know, your booty's big, that's going to turn off some dudes. You know, obviously, you know, a lot of guys might still follow you, but people with real values and real morals are not going to follow you because they're going to get turned off by that. So you want to make sure it's your credentials that are accurate and but still somewhat humble and not cocky. The next thing, you know, the niches that you want to stay away from is if you want to be building a following and you want to, you know, really monetize your content, then you shouldn't be posting dog pictures if you're not monetizing things that are about dogs. You shouldn't be posting, you know, pictures of the grass, you know, if your page is not about selling grass. You want to keep your content centered around the things that you want to monetize. So if you want to monetize, you know, if you're a girl and you want to monetize your workout programs because you're a fitness influencer, keep your page about, at least when you're, you know, with your picture and video content, keep it around fitness. Don't go, you know, over here trying to post this and trying to post this if it doesn't relate to your page, because you will lose followers. Every time you post something bad, you lose followers, trust me. The next thing you don't want to do, especially when talking and networking with people, is, you know, spamming people's DMs. And it's all for, let me not get this confused. It's important to DM people, it's important to network, but don't spam. I see a lot of DMs of people, they spam me, you know, hey, thanks for following my page, go click the link in my bio to do this. Or hey, thanks for following my page, you know, and they want to pitch me on something. Or, you know, I have the greatest opportunity for you, you know, da-da-da-da-da. Nobody wants to be pitched, nobody wants to be spammed. Guys, don't go spamming chicks, you know, hey, beautiful in their DMs is their models, because they probably get that all day from a bunch of weird guys, a bunch of perverts. They probably get that all the time. If you want to be able to slide in somebody's DMs, guys, you got to have something witty, you got to have something creative, something they haven't seen before. If they want to be in their DMs, they have to be able to see it right away and be like, wait, what? It has to catch their attention. It has to look different from everything else, catch their attention, and then they will click on it. And I don't mean putting a bunch of emojis and making it super, like all capitals, because most people check the DMs, but they just don't reply because it doesn't seem like there's anything worth of value. So if you want to be able to network with people, build your Instagram page, you're going to be wanting to have, you know, really creative DMs and being smart with that and not really spamming people. So also other things you don't want to do is you don't want to post too many times a day. If you guys post too many times a day, you're going to annoy people. They don't want to see that many posts. They don't want to get spammed. You don't want to really like overdo it, because people are going to get turned off. People are on here to have comfortable and, you know, time and see good content, but they don't want to feel like they're being pressured to see a ton of stuff. The last thing I want to talk about, guys, is tools. Different tools and different things that you guys can use to grow your following, to get your following more engaged, to really build a brand that's centered around you. It's 2018. You want to make money, you want to build a brand, you want to become an influencer, you want to become famous. It's very important that you build a tribe of people. One second. A tribe of people, guys, that are, you know, dedicated to you, that want to see what you're doing. You know, that you say go and they jump. That's what you want. So how do you build a tribe, guys? Well, you want to utilize all of Instagram's tools. So the first tool that I like to utilize, and that you guys should all be utilizing, is the Instagram story. Everybody knows, you know, about Instagram stories. Everybody's watched Instagram stories. But what is it really for? And this is where I think, you know, when I told you, you know, post good content, this is where it's important. So on your actual page, you want to post quality content, good content that is on a professional level, that is intriguing and lucrative. Your Instagram story is where you can be, you know, a little bit more, you know, relatable. Show behind the scenes of your life. People want to be able to go there and be like, oh, dude, you know, he plays basketball, I play basketball too. Or he likes this type of food, I like that type of food too. You know, Instagram is not a place where you post pictures. You shouldn't be posting pictures of food on your actual Instagram. Those days are over, guys. That's Snapchat now. That's Instagram stories. So post pictures of food on your actual story. The people relate. I post pictures, every time I go eat somewhere foreign, and I'll post a picture of the food, and someone's like, oh, you eat Persian food too? And that's relatable. And then they start talking to me more, and then they start networking. So it opens up opportunities. So your Instagram story is a place for you to be vulnerable and show people who you really are. Behind the fancy cameras, behind the fancy edits, behind the fancy captions. That's the place to let people know who you are. You can use it to monetize stuff. You can use it to talk about opportunities. You can use it to really advance your connection with your following, the people who are interested in your stuff. So it's a very powerful platform. I think and I believe that you should have something on your Instagram story every 24 hours minimum. Nobody should be able to go to your page, and this is if you want to grow your page relatively fast. Nobody should go to your page and not be able to click on your profile picture because you don't have a story. And if you the more often you post stories, you're gonna pop up. You're gonna pop up. You're gonna pop up on people's news feeds, and they're always going to see your face. And if you want to build a brand, that's very important to establish that omnipresence where people are always seeing you. People are always seeing you, and that's very important. When it comes to building that. And your story should be interesting, guys. You should ask questions, get people to engage, use the polls. Ask people to engage on your last photo or video. You want people to engage with the content. Engagement is key to building the connection, guys. You want to give free value. Contribution creates connections, so that's super key, guys. So give people value, give them tips, give them advice, let them know what you're going through. That's where you connect with people. That's where people start to engage with your stuff, and that's how you're going to see that transforming into sales and influence or views, engagement, whatever you're looking for in the platform. And once you hit 10,000 followers, or if you already have 10,000 followers, you're going to be able to access the swipe up feature if you have a business page, which is very important for building an online business or selling something online, whether it's affiliate offers, whether it's sending people to your YouTube, whatever it is. It's a very important feature. Millions and millions of dollars have been made because of that feature on Instagram. The next tool I want to talk about, guys, is your Instagram live feeds. This is a very important thing too. We're living in a world, guys, webinars are starting to become over, regular videos are starting to become over. People want to see things live. People want to engage, with the, we have FaceTime, we have this, we have that, and it's getting very easy for people to just be able to connect with somebody on that personal level, and that's what live feeds allow people to do. It allows you to answer people's questions, allows you to connect with people, allows you to talk to people, and people feel like they're actually talking to you because it's just like FaceTime with somebody. So I recommend at least once a week utilizing the live feed, whether it's you actually talking to your audience and you just connecting with them, or whether it's them you going live and showing somebody what you're doing. If you're about to go work out at the gym, have somebody film you and ask for feedback on certain exercises. What should I do? What should what is this? If you're a model behind the live behind the scenes of a photo shoot, so do that live so people want to see what you're doing. It's really weird because 5-10 years ago nobody can ever see what you're doing at the exact moment, but people want to see what you're doing, and that's what again builds that that really connected vibe with your social media. It's going to help you be able to make a lot of money. The last tools I want to talk about is there's multiple tools to actually growing your Instagram. So this is all very important stuff. If you do this stuff, you're going to see a huge improvement of your page, of your your engagement. But the next step, guys, if you guys actually want to build a big Instagram, you have to be able to have traffic. You have to have people see your stuff. Because none of this matters if you have 0 followers. So how do people see your stuff? There's a few different ways that I want to show you guys how you can grow your page. I'll show you guys the ways I use personally. So, see, the first page, guys, is there, or the first way, an organic way, a free way, is engagement groups. I'll just put groups. So these are groups that you can build on Instagram, you can build on Telegram, a messenger app, and whenever you post, there'll be 10 to hundreds and hundreds of people in these groups sometimes. Whenever you post, you send your post to this group and everybody goes and engages with it. The Instagram algorithm likes to boost, naturally boost things that get engagement in a short amount of time. So if you send your post to these groups and you get 100 comments and 300 likes super fast, immediately you might hit the popular page, which is going to drive new traffic to your page. So you want to be in engagement groups. That's key. It's for social proof. It's for the algorithm. It's going to help. I know some people with e-commerce, we even have these groups where somebody will do a shout out and we send the product, the product shout out to the groups and everybody engages for showing social proof, which leads to more sales in the product. The second way, guys, is shout outs. There's 2 things you can do with shout outs. One, so if you don't have money, what you can do if you do shout outs is you can find somebody with a similar following to you. I recommend either finding somebody smaller or somebody a tad bit bigger and asking to do shout out. So hey, if I shout out your page, or then can you shout out mine? Or even collaborating on a post, or collaborating on a video, or collaborating on a new live feed. Now there's split feed live feeds. You can use that tool to gain a lot of followers really fast. And so with the shout outs, if somebody has more followers than you can tell them, hey, I'll shout you out 2-3 times just for one shout out. This is going to allow you to organically grow your page really fast. A lot of these big Instagram pages all would build off shout outs. Or you can buy shout outs. If you guys want to make money from your brand, you can buy shout outs from influencer pages that have 100,000 to 1 million followers, and you're going to gain thousands of followers on every shout out. So shout outs can range from $20 to $300, which is cool. You can pay $300 and gain 1,000 followers, and they're super targeted. But the last way, which I find the most cheap and efficient way, is by using a software. So like I said, shout outs can be $300. It might get you 1,000 followers. I utilize all 3 of these personally, just because the more ways you can use to grow is obviously going to be better for your page. But I want to show you guys one of the best ways too is a software. So pretty much with the software, you can fully automate your Instagram. You can hook up your Instagram and set target settings, right? Target settings to target exactly who you want to follow. So what I like to do personally is I like to piggyback off people who have the following that I want, to have my software interact with their page. That way I'm getting the exact type of followers I want. So kind of like shout outs, I'm being able to target people that I want. So the pages that I run shout outs on are probably the ones that I target with my software as well, because those are the type of people who are interested in my content, that would be willing to engage with my brand, that might be willing to buy products. Those are the type of people that you want on your brand. So there's tons of different softwares out there, but the problem with a lot of these softwares is a lot of them are stuck on this old Instagram algorithm, and they don't work. They don't work, or they're dangerous for your Instagram. So it's very important that you guys choose the right software, you guys pick the right products, because you want to keep obviously your Instagram account healthy. So as long as you follow these steps, you can do that. So all it comes down to, guys, really at the end of the day is, finding your niche, doing your content, not doing the wrong things, and utilizing all your tools. So if you guys are interested, so this is the free Instagram training. I know somebody sent you to this page, somebody wanted you to check something out. There's going to be a button below, guys. So if you guys want to check this out, so groups, these are something you have to find on your own. Shout outs are just pages that you have to find on your own. But if you guys want to access the software that I use, or the software that whoever sent you to this, we have a software called Social Resume that will actually grow your page for you, and it's cheaper than these other options. And all you do is literally put in the information, whatever. If you're a model, you target, other models' pages, and this software will literally piggyback their following and get that following to follow you, to engage with you. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to, let's say you want to target my following, you can target my following, and you can literally do whatever you want. And most people usually see about 100 to 300 followers a day with the software. So I find it relatively cheaper compared to spending $300 for 1,000 followers with a shout out. Or you can spend anywhere between $50 to $100 and gain 100 to 300 a day, which can be 3,000 to 10,000 followers a month. Sometimes more, sometimes less. And it really depends on how you target your settings, who you're targeting. But I find it to be the most cost-efficient way, because you can save money. Your account is running, and growing your page full-time on autopilot. So we have the software. I'll just kind of break it down for you guys if you're interested. It's called Social Resume from Double Tap. So I'll just put SR. I'll just kind of go over the features real quick. There's gonna be a link, and the link's gonna show you guys a video from one of the big guys in our company that's gonna explain everything. But real quick, I'll just give you guys a little feature. These are the things you guys gotta look for in a software, and making sure it's safe and making sure it's actually gonna grow your page. So first thing, you want to look for something that automates your account safely 24/7. So automate. (24/7). The second thing you're looking for is something like a tool. We have a tool called IMOS, which is influencer marketing on steroids. You can kind of have a vision of already what that means, but it allows you to connect and find top influencers and immediately reach out to them straight through the software. You can find the biggest leading influencers, the ones that give the most traffic, the ones that are pages are popular for the whatever niche you're looking for, and you'll be able to connect with influencers. So you want to be able to have a software that has a tool for that, because again, like I said, when doing shoutouts, influencers are a super big key to actually growing your page. So if you can connect with influencers and do that through the software, it saves you money and it saves you time. Third thing you want to look for with this software is it can completely automate your post. So we can, and what I mean by that is, apologize for my sloppy handwriting, but when you automate your post, you can schedule them. You can schedule your post, which literally means, guys, that you want to post all throughout the week without ever touching your phone. You can do that. You just set it up, boom, good to go. It also has a photo editor. You can edit your photos inside the software, and there's just a ton of other features. I'm not going to explain them all, but I just wanted it to go over how Instagram works, how you can grow your Instagram, how you can make money, build your engagement. So if you guys are interested, go ahead, click the button, read below. You kind of read the kind of breakdown. Read below, click the button, watch this video. This next video is super important. It's only a couple minutes long, and see what the software can do, see if it's right for you. We also have the opportunity, this company, Double Tap, we do pay people who do sign up and become promoters that we employ for the company. So you can even get paid from the software, and a lot of people, what they do is they use our software to put on their Instagram, and then they promote the software too. And that software will find people that also want to buy the software. So it's like, let's say you pay 57 bucks for the software. It's a monthly thing, and you fully automate your account, and then you put your link for the product inside the description. And now your software is doing work, and it's driving traffic to your page, and people are going and they're just clicking the link in the description and buying it. Next thing you know, you could be making a couple $100 to a few $1,000s a month just by signing up for the software and putting the link in your bio. And that's proven that a lot of people that are using software are already doing that. So it doesn't matter if you want to be a model, an entrepreneur, an influencer, or you just want to make money, you want to be an affiliate marketer. People even use this for the e-commerce store. We have another tool, another product for the e-commerce version. It just doesn't really matter, guys. It's really up to you. How do you want to make money? How do you want to grow your Instagram? But if you guys are interested in monetizing your following and growing your account 100 to 300 a day, because most people are losing followers every day. If you look at the social blade on people's accounts, they're usually losing 50 to 100 followers a day. If they're a bit bigger and they're a bit smaller, maybe it's 5 to 10 followers a day. But you don't want to be losing followers, because you're losing potential people that can actually help you take your brand to the next level. And you see a lot of people buying fake followers. This is not fake followers, guys. These are not little bots. This is real engagement with real people that are actually following you because they want to see your stuff. I had a buddy sign up about a month ago. He had 1,500 followers. Now he's over 10,000 followers in less than a month. These are real people, guys. The story views go up, everything goes up. I use this tool. I have almost 100,000 followers. And I know tons of other people with millions of followers that also use this tool. And this is the secret they did to grow their page. Most people don't know about this. So if you're seeing this right now, most people don't know about this tool. That's why most people are not monetizing Instagram. That's why most people don't have a big Instagram or are making money from it. They don't have these features. They're not doing these things I told you guys to do. So if you're seeing this right now, especially since this tool is brand new, you have an opportunity to get in, to use this tool, and to really take advantage of it, and see success on Instagram in 2018. Because like I said, this is Instagram is like a social resume. Like nowadays, guys, people don't look at your job resumes. People want to look at what you actually done, because Instagram is like real life. People want to see who you are, and that's the first thing people when they meet you. Hey, what's your Instagram? If your Instagram looks like shit, you're leaving a lot of opportunity on the table, guys. So with that said, if you guys are interested in the software, there's a video that will explain it all. You can sign up, you can test it, you can try it. If you don't like it, there's 100% money back guarantee. You get all your money back if you don't like it. Cancel anytime. But what I like about the software is most people who get started, they never quit, because once you quit, you're going to start seeing your Instagram engagement go down. When you're on it, you're getting followers every day, you're getting more likes, you're getting more engagement, and then you get off of it and you realize that your page stops growing. Why? Because it works. So it's a good software. Most people that have use it don't complain, but if they do, like I said, you can get all your money back from the company. So with that said, guys, I'll wrap it up. I hope you guys like this free Instagram training. I hope you guys took notes. If you didn't, go back, watch this video, take notes, and start implementing these tools. If you implement these tools, you implement this training with the software, you're going to see a lot of massive success. So with that said, I'm glad you guys were able to watch the video. I'm glad you guys were able to get value. And if you have any questions, just whoever sent you to this, this video, just ask them and they'll answer it for you. So with that said, guys, see you in the next video.